But as I said to our team members a couple of weeks ago during our first tour of this new facility, what you see behind me is just a building. The real Unicoi County Hospital is made up of our team members, and I couldn't be more proud of them. Today I'm excited to be able to give to that incredible team a brand new building with state-of-the-art design and technology that will give them the tools they need to truly shine and do their best. With that in mind, I'd like to ask all of our hospital team members, volunteers, and physicians to stand and be recognized. To all of our dedicated team members, physicians, and volunteers, thank you for always providing the highest quality of care to the patients we serve. I also want to give a special thanks to the Unicoi County High School Bluegrass Band and the Unicoi County High School Marching Band for playing for us today. I'd also like to congratulate the Marching Band for their recent awards, which are recent Grand Champion Lower Division and the 66th Annual Chilhowie Apple Festival Grand Champions. Great job, guys. It's such an honor and privilege to be celebrating this terrific milestone in Unicoi County. And I thank you all for being here and sharing it with me today. At this time, I'd like to welcome Alan Levine, Executive Chairman and Chief Executive Officer of Ballad Health.
You know, great things don't happen without great leadership, and so I think it's important we all give Eric a round of applause. He's done a great job here. You know, last week I had the chance to walk through the hospital, and I stopped in the hallway and I saw the picture of the Erwin 9, and it made me stop to think, you know, when you go back in history at the contributions that have been made, not just to the region, but to our country by this region, whether it's the Overmountain Men from all the way from Abingdon, Virginia to Elizabethton to here, or the Erwin 9 and everything in between. This region is so rich with contributions to making our nation so great. And so today it's just really kind of awesome to be here and be a part of yet another piece of history that's happening. I look here and I see some children here, and I woke up this morning full of excitement about what we were going to do here today, and I turned on the news and I saw the story about a young family that lost their home to a fire this morning. And a 5-month-old boy and a 2-year-old girl are left without, they lost everything. So the first act of this new hospital is going to be to donate $5,000 to the family to get them some clothes and the food that they need as they figure out what they're going to do. You know, I will tell you, this building today is really a monument to the region. If Unicoi County Memorial Hospital, if it was here by itself, it would go the way of 80 other hospitals throughout the country. It probably would have closed. And the board at the time made a very difficult decision. Do we join a system like at the time Mountain States Health Alliance, now Ballad Health? Because being part of something bigger than our community is important for our survival. This building is a monument to the whole discussion that we're having now about regionalism. Because as a region, look how much stronger we are. But if we were trying to stand on our own, we probably couldn't. And that's the benefit of what Ballad Health is. It's a regional enterprise that's here to support everyone in our region, no matter what their needs. Last week there was a story on the news about a woman that had been traveling to the Caribbean. And her brother was on the news saying, had it not been for Ballad Health, no other hospital would have taken her. We brought her back from the Caribbean. She had had a really serious medical condition. I'm proud that that's what Ballad Health is to our region. Whether we're a rural hospital that's defining what the rural hospital of tomorrow is going to look like, or we're somebody in another part of the world that runs into an emergency health condition, and at the end of the day they knew that their hospital at home would take care of them. That's who Ballad Health is. And that's something I think that we can all be a part of and be proud of. You know, as I said, 80 rural hospitals have closed since 2010. And it was left upon us to decide, do we try to create a new pathway forward with a new vision for what a rural hospital would look like, or do we simply let all those external influences just decide for us what we're going to do? Now, that wasn't where our board was at. Our board decided that they wanted to define the future of our region here. And that's why what we have in front of us today is what the rural hospital of tomorrow is going to look like. Everything from emergency services to physician services to telemedicine access, immediate access for children to get connectivity at a nice Nice Children's Hospital. You know, that's the type of regional asset that this is going to become, and hopefully you will never have to use it. But if you do, you know that the best of what this region has to offer is available to you. I want to close with one other thing, and that is, you know, Eric mentioned the visioning committee. My favorite proverb is with 29:18, without a vision, the people perish. Had there not been a vision by the board of this hospital that originally decided they needed to do something differently, had they not had that vision, and had this hospital not been built, and had the hospital that was standing not been able to stay open, imagine where this community would be. So there's no truer way to exemplify what that proverb means than to look at the people that were on that board at the time. And we all owe them a debt of gratitude for having that vision. And I would like to say finally that we did keep our word. And we're glad. At the end of the day, that's all you've got. And Ballad Health, when we give a commitment, we will keep our word. Thank you for allowing us to be here to be a part of this today. And now I'd like to turn it over to an incredible physician who's been a part of this from the very beginning. He did order up better weather than when we did the groundbreaking. Back then it was about 100 degrees out. Today we got a little bit better weather. So Dr. Pure, thank you for the part you've played, and I look forward to having you up here to say a few words.
Well, it certainly was a promise kept, and it's really extraordinary if you think about what's happening in healthcare and in particular rural communities. It required a tremendous amount of vision, planning, and a lot of fiscal discipline, which at times has been very hard for our team members and our hospitals. But, you know, I want to thank our hospital leadership for that, because this is what we're getting to, and this is the vision being realized. So I want to thank Mr. Levine, Eric, and others that are here for that vision and their leadership. And thank you all for being here today. It's a great morning for Unicoi County. I'm Josh Pure. I'm an emergency physician and internist here at Unicoi. It's an honor to be here. As others have noted, it's been quite the journey. And it's all been possible because of the passion from the people here. Those of you from Ballad Health, our hospital, and our community who worked tirelessly to make this new hospital a reality. As you can see, this setting is gorgeous. Just look at the mountains, the streams around us. You know, this is really a place where people are going to receive extraordinary care and hopefully experience healing. We're also right here off I-26, and with this increased visibility, we hope to serve even more people throughout the area. All of us here today share a passion not just for Unicoi County Hospital, but for our community hospitals in general. Hospitals such as ours, as well as other rural hospitals, are hubs for their communities and sources of tremendous pride. Over the last 9 to 10 years, ever since moving back to the region, I've fallen in love with our rural communities, especially how tight-knit our team members are and how well they know their patients. A lot of the team members who work here also live in this community, and they feel a deep commitment to their patients, who are also their neighbors. Our team members take pride in their hospital, and the patients and community take pride in it as well. Knowing our patients, knowing their stories, really adds to their experience and helps us provide a higher value and higher quality of care for them. That care is only going to be enhanced from here on out, thanks to the ongoing partnership between Ballad Health and Unicoi County community. Opening a rural hospital these days can be hard, as others have noted, but Ballad Health has committed resources that will allow us to continue providing the robust, quality patient experience we've been delivering and more. Unicoi County Hospital will provide the services our area needs the most, from emergency care and diagnostics to a chest pain center and additional outpatient services. We're not doing the same, we're not doing less, we're doing more, and that's exciting. Last October, we rolled out our new integrated care model to great success. Several hospitals in our system are following this care model, and Unicoi County is leading the way. What does that mean? Well, integrated care provides more continuity of care for our inpatients because the emergency department physician also serves as the patient's hospitalist. You see, our doctors are primary care trained and boarded with extensive emergency medicine experience, so they can wear two hats, serving the ER population of patients and also serving the inpatient population of patients. We can supplement care with our nurse practitioners and physician assistants, our advanced practice providers, who primarily do the hospital rounding, while physicians see everyone who comes in through the emergency department and also provide guidance on their care and treatment in the inpatient setting. We're a year into this care system, and I'm proud to say it's been extremely popular with our patients. That high level of service and high level of partnership between the hospital and community is going to be a hallmark of ours. This is an exciting time, and this new hospital is something we can really be proud of. Again, I'm so honored to be celebrating this milestone with all of you today. I thank you all for being here, and thank you to Ballad Health for your commitment to enhancing rural health care. We're so grateful for your support, and we're so excited for the future.
Well, all the way from Washington, D.C., where things are going so swimmingly smoothly, is our congressman, who's not only a great congressman, but also a physician. And so this project has been near and dear to Congressman Rowe. And I'd like to ask Congressman Rowe to step up and say a few words.
Now, on the way in, I saw Susie Williams, and she's sitting on the front row, which is pretty unusual for a Presbyterian. But anyway, Susie said she was here for the 1953 shoveling of the hospital, the now old hospital. Susie, I don't think you and I are going to be around for the 63 when they do the next new one here. But I cannot imagine a more beautiful setting for a hospital than right here, where this set. I was sitting here looking at these mountains, and I've been up Temple Hill. I can't tell you how many times on the Appalachian Trail. There isn't a prettier place in the country, I think, to have a hospital. Let me just reminisce a little bit. I came here in 1977 in January and opened my practice in Johnson City, and 3 years later, we moved over to the new hospital. I still remember the day, September 1st, 1980, we moved to the new Medical Center Hospital, which is now 38 years old. I was the 75th doctor on the staff at the Johnson City Medical Center. Now they're over 600. And let me tell you, we didn't have a medical school. We didn't have a pharmacy school. I have seen how this region has expanded into a very sophisticated regional medical center. And with Ballad Health now, we have an opportunity to be a research center, a place where people are sent to literally from all over the country to provide high quality care. Heads in beds, actually people in hospital beds peaked in 1981. It's hard to believe. Our population has grown 40% since then, and we have 10% less people actually in a hospital bed. Why is that? Because people, I use myself as an example. I've done thousands of operations. I'd never had a major surgery until 2 years ago, and I've had 2 in the last 24 months. I spent less than 48 hours in the hospital for both of them. So the care is getting more sophisticated, more outpatient, so you don't need large buildings to provide very sophisticated care. And I will tell you the other piece here that is so important. Rural America is losing. If you look at 2 states, it's Alabama and Tennessee, had more rural hospital closings than any other state in the union. There are a lot of reasons for that. But I can tell you from an economic, and Doris knows this very well because of CSX, for economic stability in your community, you have to have a great education system, and I think you absolutely have that here in Unicoi County. And number 2, you have to have a great healthcare system, and you have that here in Unicoi County. So you've got the ingredients to keep people here. And I will tell you, as a physician, My mouth was watering when I went through the new x-ray department. I would suspect if there are going to be people in Johnson City driving to Unicoi County to get their MRI or any of the other x-ray, it is the most modern facility on the planet. So that's what you have here now. I am extremely excited about the future for this county and for the health care of the residents of Unicoi County. And Alan and the board and the people who had the vision, you in Unicoi County, who just would not give up. Future generations, these young people right here, 50 years from now, can thank you for what you did here today. God bless each and every one of you. Eric, I think I'm turning it back over to you.
Thank you, Congressman Rowe. In just a few minutes, we'll be cutting the ribbon on the brand new Unicoi County Hospital. We have lots of people that we want to be included in these photos, so we'll be taking several in front of the new facility. When you hear your name called, please come to the front of the building. Lunch from Hog and Dog will be served under the tents. We hope you'll stay and eat with us. But before you eat, we'd like to encourage you to come inside and tour the beautiful new facility. Here to bless our food and our new hospital is Gary Metcalf, Corporate Director of Spiritual and Pastoral Care. He's going to give the invocation. Gary?
This is a beautiful day. And as we share together, let us pray together. God of creation, God of healing, God, the provider of strength and wisdom, we pause to thank you for bringing us to this day, a day to celebrate our past, our present, and our future opportunities, a day to remember the past lessons and stories of care and compassion. We are ever blessed to call this place home, in the midst of this green valley surrounded by the blue mountain and fed with a clear river. We pray that you lay the mantle of your Spirit around this facility. Guide us as we provide healing and restoration to all who seek refuge. May the story and the song within each caregiver continue to sing its message of respect and faith. May Unicoi County Hospital continue to be a strong pillar for this community. Amen.
Okay, bear with us. We're going to have a little bit of a scene change. You guys we're going to be moving these chairs. Don't go far, though.